Valentine's Day is just around the corner, and you know what that means. Time to wallow in self-pity and eat an entire gallon of ice cream all by yourself. Well, you know what? Be your own Valentine. Make your own chocolate strawberries. These are stuck to the plate. Get yourself some champagne. This is just Sprite. I'm underage. And just make some brownies or something. You know what they say, a brownie a day keeps the frownies away. And we're gonna be doing that today, only not brownies. We're gonna be making sex. Let me rephrase that. Sex in a pan. It's a dessert, okay? It's a good dessert. Preheat the oven to 350 degrees. 350. Spray a 9 by 13 inch baking dish with cooking spray. I have this. This looks about right. For the crust we have 1 cup of peanuts. Or, no, I mean pecans.
He's not a peanut, he's a pecan.
3 tablespoons granulated sugar. 1/2 cup unsalted butter melted.
Chunga, 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 chunga.
You know, I want to tell you guys a little bit about the history of St. Valentine because I feel like not a lot of people know about it. So there was this guy named St. Valentine in 3rd century Rome, and there was this emperor, and he was like, you know, men make good soldiers if they don't have wives or children. So he outlawed marriage. But St. Valentine, he wasn't having any of that. He was like, nah, bro. People need love. And so he kept on marrying people off. And the emperor, he wasn't happy about that. So he threw him in jail. And then in jail, I think there was like, well, there's a few different versions, but in one version, like, he like fell in love with the jailer's daughter. And he wrote a letter to her. And at the end of the letter, he said, "From your Valentine." And then that just kind of caught on. You know, I really think that the actual holiday is February 15th, because then all the chocolate and everything is half off. Look at these. My teaspoons are like this too. Isn't that so adorable? I know it is. Okay, I have a story for you guys. When I was younger, I had a crush on this guy. I didn't even really know him. I just kind of watched him, but I liked him. I had this huge crush on him for like 5 years. That is way too long to have a crush on anybody who doesn't like you back. Every year on Valentine's Day, I would always like make him a little Valentine, either from origami, or I would like hand make a little funny card. One year, I thought that, you know, maybe he just didn't know that I liked him. Maybe I needed to send a stronger signal. I'm not sure exactly what I was thinking. I made him an entire batch of cookies. And I made it on Valentine's Day so it would be fresh when I gave it to him. So anyways, I went to youth group that night and I gave him the card and I gave him a whole plate of cookies. At first he was all like, "Oh, thank you." And then he turned around and he started giving them away to the entire youth group right in front of me. He didn't even try one. He just ended up giving them all away and then he walked out with an empty plate. I stopped giving him Valentines after that. I think the moral of the story is just some people don't deserve your love. And if you are like trying to get someone to like you after it's been made clear to you that they don't, maybe stop just trying to win their affection. You really don't need another person to make you happy. Like, you are the only person who can make you happy. Real talk here, girls. Or guys, if you're watching. If you're really sad about being single, don't be. You have so much freedom to do whatever you want. once you get into a relationship, you're going to have to compromise a lot for the other person, which is fine. I don't know how to really say this. You can do so much with all the time that you have. Like, if you want to write a book, now's the time to do it. If you want to get really good at drawing, you have all the time that you need. Looking back at all those years, I feel like I really wasted a lot of time. Like, I feel like there was a lot of like time spent with friends or family that I kind of ruined because I was so caught up with feelings and like thoughts about boys. Just enjoy these years, you know, just live in the moment, because these moments you never get back. Hashtag words of wisdom. Okay, in the mixer, add the cream cheese, powdered sugar, and cup of whipped cream. Mix until light and fluffy. I love saying that, light and fluffy. It's just so fun to say. Light and fluffy. Fluffy. Why don't we try one of our strawberries? I'm so glad we did this. These are so easy to make too. Hey, that smells pretty good. Let the crust cool. Then spread the cream cheese mix. That was another hiccup, wow. See, you don't have to be sad on Valentine's Day. Just do some baking. You literally, it is a scientific fact that you cannot be sad when you are baking. What would you even classify this as? I know it's sex in a pan, but if you don't know what sex in a pan is, how would you explain it? I don't know, I would say it's like either a cake or a pie. No, I would say like it's a pie. Yeah, because it has a crust. Just a dab here and just a dab there. This looks so good. You know what would be really good on this? Crushed Oreos. That would actually, it calls for shaved chocolate, but I think that Oreos sounds a lot better. I don't have Oreos though. How about some sprinkles? Everybody likes sprinkles. You can't not like sprinkles. Ooh, that looks good. It's so good. It's really sweet, and then there's also the pecans as the pie crust, and that gives it like a little bit of salty and also a little bit of crunch. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it a lot. If you made it this far, cheers. Happy Valentine's Day.